Good hello and welcome back to my channel. And the first video that I wanted to film for you guys was an entire get ready with me type thing. Like I did my makeup. I mean, look at that highlight. Bam. Hello. Anyway, I wanted to do that for you, but instead, you know what I'm going to do? Because my computer crapped out on me and I lost all that footage, and we're not going to complain about it because we're lucky to be alive. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to swatch some of my favorite colors from the Morphe 35O palette. And yes, ma'am, there's a lot of colors here. I know. I used it as a mixing palette once or twice to try to get the right shade of my foundation. Don't judge me. Every girl does it. I know that they do. But I'm going to show you some of my favorite swatches on here that I use for my eyeballs. And as you can tell by the shape and condition that this is in, it has been loved on. It has been used. And there's been some that I haven't even touched because I don't have the courage to touch them yet. So, let's dive right in. I'm going to swatch maybe like 5 to 7 of my favorite colors. And then, yeah. But, cool. Let's get on it. I don't have a fancy transition because I am using my laptop camera for filming this, so there's no fancy transition, so I'm just going to switch this camera over and we're going to get into it. So let's just tilt it this way. What's up, Cross? How you doing, Jesus? What's up? Okay. Alright, so this color, the first color that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you on my tattoos, because, let's fix this. Okay. Whew. I'm going to show you on my arm like that because I figure my tattoo is bold enough that you can see how pigmented some of these shades are. And I will say right now, some of these shades aren't as pigmented as the others, but that's kind of the purpose of them. Whatever. But my first shade, super bold, super beautiful. It's kind of like this coppery, definitely for fall, definitely beautiful. It's on my eyelids right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. So let me just go ahead and pop this bad boy right on there. I mean, come on. Stop it. Okay. Boom. Look at how beautiful that is. I don't know if I can get close enough. Or maybe we could do it in the light a little bit. Like, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And if you think otherwise, we can work on it. Anyway, so my next one, I love using that one for my eyelid. Maybe putting in my crease to create a little bit of depth. But it's beautiful. And it's also beautiful on all skin tones. That's the other thing. I love doing other people's makeup because I love seeing the skin tones and how they react, and it's anyway, whatever. You don't want to hear me blab. Okay, next favorite of mine, I'm going to continue with the shimmers and then I'm going to go on to the mattes. If you don't know what that means, I apologize, but yeah, you get it. So the next shimmery one that I really like, it's a very, I don't know, brown shimmer gold, burnt gold. That's all I can describe this. But it's absolutely gorgeous. So let's just take a swatchy-roo right here. Ugh, so good. Look at that. I mean, can we just stop and just praise Jesus for a second? Thank you, Lord, for making Morphe to make these beautiful shades. Like, thank you for giving him that gift. Like, damn. Okay, next one. What is another shimmery one? I'm just waiting for like a face to pop up right here, like a ghost or something, just to be like, what's up? Too many horror movies. Anyway, next shade that I really like. It's probably going to be harder to see on here, but I really like to put this either like right in the corner of my eyelid right there, or pop it underneath here to kind of open my eye a little bit more. And what did I do there? Huh. Anyway. Just gonna bring this down. Ooh, child, this is nice and pigmented, and I love it. But bam, right there. And look at that. Use that light a little bit to reflect. That is so gorgeous. I mean, come on. With this combo, I want to do so much with that combo. But that'd be so much glitter on my eye, so much fallout. Anyway, but now let's get into the matte shades that I really dig. These ones have no shimmer to them. They're just a blanket of color that you can put on your eye. You can either use that as a transition shade, or you can just do a simple look. I mean, I do it all the time. I'll just slap one color on, put some eyeliner on, and then boom, I'm ready to take on the world. So some of my favorite ones are this kind of like brownish looking color. I use this a lot to put in my crease to give it a little bit more oomph right there. That's not a word. I come from a Norwegian family, so it is in our household. Oh, it's so pretty. That color right there. See, it's just a nice kind of transition shade. It also blends well with the other colors. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just love using it to like kind of buffen out the harsh lines that you get when you're doing your eye makeup. Absolutely love it. And then this next shade, super ballsy. I've only used it once because the pigment scares the living crap out of me. The next two that I'm actually going to swatch for you guys scares me. So this one reminds me of my mother because my mom absolutely loves this color. Like, she goes bananas for it. So let's see if I can get this in a good spot because it is gorgeous, but I do not have the skill nor talent to put it on my eyelids and be comfortable with it. But that right there, can you see that? Like, excuse me. Sorry, I just almost dropped all of my stuff. But look at that burnt orange. Almost like a reddish tone. That is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I would, if I had more skill and talent, I would use that more often. Maybe I should be a little more courageous and try it, but, you know, maybe next look. We'll see. And then this next orangey shade, kind of tangerine looking, and also reminds me of my mother because my mom would probably flip out if she saw this on my eyelids because she loves the color so much. So we would just put it right next to the other one. This one's more of a Halloween orange. This one definitely I can see people using for a special Halloween look because it's that typical orange. I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's that orange right there. I mean, just look how pigmented that is. That is so great. Good job, Morphe. But yeah, and even this color palette that I've got going on right now, I would totally buy that. And also, doesn't it look kind of similar to the new Kai shadows or whatever? Just saying. This whole palette, this right here, plus shipping, was like 25 bucks. 25 bucks for all of these shades. And I bet that Kai palette or whatever she calls it is way more expensive. So just saying that these are pretty good dupes for it. But these are some of my favorite shades for the Morphe 35O palette. I do want to show you one more, and I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera very well, but it is one of my absolute favorite ones. I love it for my mermaid look that I do. It sits perfectly right here, and it just gives you that pop of color, and I have really weird brown eyes. Like, sometimes they're brown, but sometimes you can see like an inner ring of green, and people say that's hazel, but it doesn't do it all the time, so whatever. But this shade's so bright, so light, it makes all the colors in my eyes pop out, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's going to show up very well, especially with my camera quality. I don't know if it's going to show up, but I hope it does, because it's kind of gorgeous, and I wish I could just cover my entire body with this color, but I can't. But bam, see that color right there? Kind of like that opal-y looking color. It's not the best looking swatch you've ever seen, but it is still pretty good. But those are my favorite colors from the Morphe palette. Honestly, this entire palette is absolutely gorgeous. One thing that kind of gets me a lot is the fact that there's a lot of fallout. And I know there's a lot of fallout because there's a lot of pigment in it, but there's just a lot falls out of it, and it gets really, really messy. And my makeup area, when I'm done doing my makeup, just is a disaster. So the one thing that I don't like about it is the fallout, but you know, you can't really beat the coverage and stuff that it has, so I'm not going to be complaining too much about it because it is nice. I almost swore. I'm trying to work on that. So, but it is a nice palette. I love this. I highly suggest if you were getting into makeup and you want bright colors, you want neutral colors, you want any color underneath the sun, go to Morphe. Go online. Look at their stuff. Look at their prices. Their brushes are fantastic. If you watch any makeup tutorials online, especially Manny MUA, use his code and you get like a percentage off or something like that. That's really cool. No, none of them have contacted me. No, none of them are making me say this, but I just think it's a really cool opportunity for you guys out there. So look into it. I highly suggest it. Use the code MANNYMUA or whatever it is. Go look it up, and you get like 10 to 15% off, and that takes care of your shipping, and it's totally worth it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for looking at my horrible angles in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to film some more, so who knows what will come next, but yeah. All right. I'll catch y'all later.